Good morning, everyone. It's Hanifa Menen from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today, my thoughts and contemplation this morning have been all about joyfulness and freedom. And I'm sure that it has something to do with the fact that it's Easter weekend. And it's just so nice to think about the power of faith. And faith, I mean, in any way. There are some people who are faithful in terms of their belief in their family. Sometimes it's a belief in themselves. Sometimes it's belief in religion. Sometimes it's spirituality. Sometimes it's faith in your car, right? That this car can get me from here to here. Whichever way, there's different ways of faith. And I love this awareness of the power of that energy and how much joy it can bring. So today I came across a few quotes that I wanted to share with you. And the first one is by Paulo Coelho. And this quotation says, "The more in harmony with yourself you are, the more joyful you are, and the more faithful you are. Faith is not to disconnect you from reality, it connects you to reality." So, this to me is so beautiful because as I was walking this morning, which is when I was doing much of my walking meditation and contemplation time, I can say that I was so aware of the faith, the fact that new flowers are already starting to spring. And it was so nice to see, even though it was a really chilly wind out there when I was out walking. And I'm not particularly fond of cool wind. Some people are comfortable with it, and some people are not. And as I think about what I find acceptable or not acceptable, I work on this to see that, okay, this is an area that is not so comfortable for me. I'm going to try to be more comfortable in it. And as I was doing that, this beautiful poem came through, which I will write at the bottom of this video on YouTube today. But I wanted to share this awareness of being aware of ourselves and what we have faith in. So I would say years ago, I might not even step out if it was that windy or that chilly out. I'd wait till a warmer day or a warmer time, even in the day. And I'm not like that anymore. So I realized that, wow, there's a different direction in me that's encouraging me to have courage in areas that I wasn't so comfortable in before. So this was a wonderful realization for me, which then only makes sense that I found this next quotation. This quotation, it's so interesting that this would come up today, is by Pope John Paul II. And it says, "To maintain a joyful family requires much from both the parents and the children. Each member of the family has to become, in a special way, the servant of the others." And I love this, not only for a family togetherness feeling, but I really look at oneness in the world, in society, in our communities, in the family for sure, but anyone that is part of our living experience, I feel is like our extended family. So whether there's people that are taking care of plants, there's landscapers that are setting up new spring gardens right now, there's people who are making sure that we have food in our grocery stores or local stores. There are people who are growing things. There are people who are helping each other emotionally. There are people who help others find jobs. There's so many different things that feels like a family, right? And if we really look at it from that perspective, we have something from ourselves that we can give to the world as our family, right? So it could be in thoughts, it could be in words, it could be in actions, but all of these ways are ways to take care of the family, the greater family. And so, like I said, I will post that poem that I came up with this morning that really made me feel very special, that I was having a certain conversation with the wind that I was not so pleased with. And it was very, very nice to have that conversation. Is it my creative mind that just came up with it? Maybe, but it definitely felt like a conversation with the wind. So I will share it with you. And then I want to finish today with one more quotation, which is by Don Miguel Ruiz. And this is because I would love for us all to think, at least today, maybe for the next 5 minutes, you could just think about yourself in this way. It says, "Just imagine becoming the way you used to be as a very young child, before you understood the meaning of any word, before opinions took over your mind. The real you is loving, joyful, and free. The real you is just like a flower, just like the wind, just like the ocean, just like the sun. And this is the thing, to be just ourselves is just to be the best of ourselves. And that is just being that one existence that we all share, are these things of being true to our best out of ourselves. So, for ourselves and through ourselves to each other, that is what I would wish for all of us. Today, I'd love for you to sit and think of yourself as a child and the best of you at that time, and see if you can tap into that same energy to share with the people that you're either thinking about or speaking to or interacting with today. I wish you a fantastic day ahead, and I hope you remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great day, everyone.